I want to ask you something, Zach, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I think I saw this right. Did I see you declare that Cooper Flagg is the best high school basketball player you've ever seen?
All right, so here's the thing, right? And since then I've really thought on it and I feel like I've changed my mind. But I'll say this. I personally have never seen a guy do what he's done. I've never seen it. And the thing is, a lot of people that were commenting, like, oh, like, what are you talking about, man? Like, you're insane, you're this, that. They weren't there for what I saw. Like, and I'll say this, and I mean, you know this. It's different when you watch a game and you're there, and when you watch it and it's on a stream or it's on TV.
Yeah.
I saw this kid, and honestly, like a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, he wasn't playing 17s. He wasn't." Let me tell you something. That 16s EYBL group, like across the board, more talent than the 17s. Like other than, like there are some kids that could be playing 16s that were playing 17s for sure. But I'm saying like that 2025 class has pros in it, like kids that are going to be decent pros. He was literally going through teams by himself. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, his brother, I think, is pretty decent, but like, his brother's backing you down from half court, bro. That's his game. Like, he doesn't have a bag. He had one kid on his team that could shoot decently, but I'm saying, like, you had Cooper Flag, and then you had maybe D1 players. Like, the gap was crazy. He's going against teams that have two, three, 5 stars. Almost everyone on the team has a D1 scholarship. He had one or two kids on his team with scholarships. And it wasn't like, oh, this kid has a scholarship from University of Florida, this, that. It was scholarships to schools like Maine, which was their home state. I don't think people really understood like what he did. And obviously it wasn't E17, it wasn't, whatever, but he literally carried his team to the Peach Jam championship game. He literally carried them, bro. And on top of that, people also don't talk about they beat the Boozer twins at down there. They beat them. They beat the Boozer twins. And yeah, they lost in the championship game. That's cool, fine. But like this kid literally went on, let's say they played 7 or 8 games. They went either 7-1 or 6-1, whatever it was. And it was him. Like he didn't have breaks. There's days where it's 2 games in a day, and then obviously when you get deep in the playoffs, it's like one game a day, one game a day. But like they didn't lose. And it wasn't like, okay, like they played well as a team. Nah, they had Cooper. Like, I don't think people really understand like the take I was making. Like, granted, people are sending me footage and they're like, all right, look at this. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But I'm saying, like, with my own eyes, I've never seen anything like that. Like,
Mm.
dude is getting assists to himself, throwing it off the backboard, dunking it, like coming down, hitting threes. Like, he was doing everything possible for them to win. And it's like, it wasn't just like he was just out there. Like, he was a competitor. Like, he's talking shit. Like, he's hooping, bro. I'm like, all right. And it's not like he's, 6'3", 6'4". Like we're talking about a 6'8", 6'9" kid, like doing everything. I'm like, and the best defender on the court too. So he's playing both sides of the court. I'm like, bro, the kid just like people would say that. I'm like, all right, he just played the guy that's ranked above him, finished with 30 points, like 15 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 blocks. Who's doing that, bro? Who's doing that, bro? And I just made those stats up, but I'm saying like they were similar to like stat lines like that. Who's doing that?
Nah, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen him in person. Obviously, I've seen highlights and clips, and like, I certain things I see, I'm like, whoa, he's inside outside. Like he's legit inside outside.
I feel like yeah, he is. I'll say like you're not gonna just go to Duke and walk in there and be the guy unless you're Hollow, unless you're Jason Tatum, unless you're Brandon Ingram. But it's like if he comes in and he does similar things to those guys, who I just named all stars. I just named NBA all stars. Like that, and that's what it's looking like he could do. I do think that he needs to work on his outside shot, like catch and shoot. It seems like off the dribble he was pretty solid. Catch and shoot, it seemed like he needs to work on it, but like he's like what #1 player in the country, #2 player in the country. You don't think that they're gonna have him in the lab working on that? Like it seemed like he had a good circle, so I think he'll be solid. I think it'll be interesting to watch how he develops and goes in the next level.
Dude, I remember when I first saw Chet at UAA, years ago over at Sportica. And, he's ripping through at the 3 point line, low rip throughs, jabbing through dribble pull ups, like dribble drags at 3 point line, coming off ball screens, with his lanky alien looking self. And I'm looking, and I tweeted right from there after the game. I said, just kind of gave a little recap of what I saw for his game. I said, he's only comparable to Kevin Durant. And people were coming at me. The way this lanky dude was just moving around, just dribbling the ball, shaking people off, shooting the ball. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen. And look at what we're looking at now. He's taking people off the dribble, 7 feet, and look look at what people are seeing now. And so, again, that take wasn't to say he's gonna be KD. I said the only thing I can compare this to is Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I remember when I saw Chet, I saw him like someone made a video for him like when he was playing on UAA, and I remember just like there's no way. Like, because I've seen him because he works with Drew now too. So I saw him that one summer, and he was another guy that could do everything on the court, bro. Like, could do everything. And I feel like I won't say I didn't get that same feel from Cooper Flagg. I didn't get like that same Chet feel, but like he's a different player. Like, I just think it really comes down to how he envisions himself. And, there's things we don't know. I don't know mentally like where he's at. I think that's the most important thing for these guys. And I feel like a lot of people don't like put that into account. But I will say, and I'll stand on that, like from what I saw with my own two eyes for a full week, I've never seen a high school basketball player do that. Like, I don't care what you're doing. I did not see you do what I saw that man do. And it was game in, game out. Like, it wasn't like he had one bad game. Like, how things go. If you have a stretch of 10 games, you're gonna have, like, I'm not saying everybody, but more likely than not, you're gonna have a bad game. And it's not like Montverde where he's got like that team around him. It wasn't that. This was like the team was him. That was Cooper Flag United. Like, that's what that team was. And he didn't have an off game. He didn't have a bad game. So for me, I'm like, any people I know, like way back in the past, we watch like Geico on ESPN when I'm, younger, and I'm seeing, Shabazz Muhammad, and I'm seeing Kyle Anderson and all these dudes playing, and I'm like, oh dang, like these guys are like that. There was a chance that some of these dudes were having bad games. He was not having bad games. Game in, game out, like killing.